I can't believe I'm swimming from that.
My shoulder is so sore from my tendinosis. I just need to trust. I need to trust that I'll make it. I'm about to do something that is totally outside of my comfort zone, and that is to swim Alcatraz. Alcatraz is this approximately 2-mile long swim in the ocean. So it's in the bay from Alcatraz Island to the shores of San Francisco. And it was made famous by some prisoners who escaped from the jail on Alcatraz Island and swam all the way to shore. The reason why I'm so scared to do this, it's because it's in open waters. There's like a waiver I have to sign, and it says that people have died while swimming, due to fishing boats and marine life. So it had me freaking out about sharks and sea lions and whatnot. But statistically, that has been very low, and there's a lot of support. I need to remind myself that I cannot let fear get in the way of living the life I want to live. So I am going to press it and purchase. I was just watching this number of participants go up every day until it was 23, and I knew I had to do it, and I did. I took the very last spot offered. Now that I have made the choice, it's time for the most important part, the follow through. I will see you at the gym. So it's been a long time since I actually swam, so I'm a little bit nervous. Day 1 of training. So I only swam 20 lengths and I was already tired. You might be wondering, why the heck am I putting myself through this? Instead of making goals based off of short-lived New Year's resolutions, I encourage people to sit down and ask themselves, what goals can you create from your values? So often we make goals based on things that don't really matter to us, and we're motivated by others' expectations and maybe even unpleasant emotions like guilt and anger. Instead, there's so much meaning by focusing on the process of aligning ourselves with our values, with the person we can become through following values-based goals. For this goal of swimming Alcatraz, I will be motivated by my values of health, learning, adventure, persistence, and courage. I started valuing health later in life. I was never considered a great athlete. I was definitely not a strong or fast swimmer. I would take years-long breaks from it. I thought sports were fun, but health wasn't a core value until a few years ago when I realized how disconnected I was from my body. As a psychotherapist and academic, I spent a lot of time inside my mind, and being active helped me get outside of my mind and give me more energy and calmness. It also helps sustain me to do all the other activities I find meaningful. And I have to remind myself, without health, I have nothing. I can't do anything that could matter to me. And through swimming, my posture improved and my back pains diminished. I improved my breathing and lung capacity, and I felt more at peace. A value I have had my whole life is learning. I find so much meaning in constantly challenging myself to grow by doing new things in all domains of my life, and I really extended this to swimming. My form started in really bad shape, but I came to each practice with a plan to improve one small thing. I watched online tutorials about swimming, and I tried to apply them. I even had to relearn things. To become a better swimmer, I learned that I need to familiarize myself with the way my body feels and moves in water. To be as comfortable and have as much fun as a child playing in water. Persistence is a value my immigrant parents instilled in me. It's helped me develop my self-trust, being able to rely on myself to keep the promises I've made to myself. I applied this to my training routines until they became a part of my identity. Instead of saying I swim a couple or a few times a week, slowly I started calling myself a swimmer. Having faith in myself did not happen overnight. It's day after day of showing up. And on the other end of it, I experienced this progress and the excitement that only comes from becoming better at something you worked at.
My shoulder is so sore from my tendinosis, but I will keep going and keep on doing PT for it.
I wanted to share a quick behind the scenes. I've actually been struggling a lot with my tendinosis in my shoulder, and I'm also healing another injury from my right knee. I'm trying to not let it get to me, but sometimes I really doubt if I can finish Alcatraz, at least in the way I want, because it hurts a lot, and I try not to stay in self-pity, but it sucks that I know I have the endurance and strength to do this. It's just my body isn't really cooperating sometimes, or a lot of times. There's a lot of mental barriers, but there's also this physical barrier. I think what matters is that I'm showing up, and I hope future me thanks me for just showing up, as best as I can, and can look back on this and just remind myself that it's going to be okay. So you're welcome, future self. Your past self is doing the work to make your life a little bit better. All right, enough of that. It's time to get after it. I can't control these injuries that have already happened, but I can stay focused on what I can do, which is to adapt by doing different things to heal my pain, and to focus on other areas of my life so that my identity isn't determined completely by this one domain of my life. But control is not what's all that's needed to heal. I was conditioned by my upbringing to rush from place to place, being as productive as I can. Something I've learned is that turning inwards and resting is just as productive as being externally productive. The non-visible lessons of being adaptable, tuning into my body, changing my plans, and keeping in mind that I only knew as much about myself and the situation as the moment of planning, the moment I made the choice to pursue this goal. And there's this sense of self-acceptance that I had to learn. It's so much easier for me to accept other people, situations, and even the unknown than it is to accept myself. I realized I needed to ride the waves of frustration, to let go of the past me who could do more, and the future me I thought I could be. There's a balance between the opposing forces of acceptance and change. And I really needed to work on self-compassion to get there. To be okay with right where I'm at in this very moment, instead of focusing on my shortcomings. To appreciate all parts of myself so that I can return to savoring the journey. I made it to my first open water swim. I'm so nervous. I've never swam in the ocean before like this. Maybe like a few paddles here or there to play around, but never like full on swim. So this is outside of my comfort zone and I'm a little nervous. It's cold, it's super cloudy and slightly rainy. But underneath it all, I'm super excited to be challenging myself in this way, to be taking little steps. Well, this one is a little bit bigger step than just swimming in the pool, but to take steps towards my goal I see in the waters.
Sorry, I can't really hear you.
Okay.
Hard to see.
I want you to only focus on making sure that that arm stays up until you bring the other one forward.
I didn't realize how terrible my form was, and I'm so grateful to have had this lesson because she corrected so much of my whole body, especially what was leading to my shoulder problems, or at least straining it. The way I had my arm, it was just no good for the shoulder. And I wish I had had this lesson so much sooner, but better now than never. I feel kind of nauseous and I want to throw up because I drank some seawater and the swells just made my head so dizzy because I was like bobbing around in the water. And well, anyways, it's time to get going. Time to start the day. I'll see you next time. Good morning from La Jolla Cove. It's 6:30 and my second open water swim in the ocean. This place is so beautiful, a little smelly, but look at all those seabirds. Look at him. Oh.
You can play with it. It's like a beautiful plant. I love that. Yeah. And I encourage people to touch it because then they realize it's not harmful. Cormorant.
Oh, I caught that.
Oh, yay! That's so fun.
Day 2 of swimming in the ocean felt so much better than day 1. It was such a great way to get started with the day, and it's just another reason why it's important to keep going. I also saw this super bright orange fish. It kind of looked like a goldfish, but it was like a bigger goldfish, and I was just so amazed by nature. I also saw like a lobster shell and lots of cool seaweed that just kept getting smacked in my face. It was just so cool to be out in nature and exploring in a different capacity. It makes my heart full. But yeah, now it's time to start a work day. It's not even 8 a.m. yet, and I feel like I already had a full day. I'll see you next time. I'm about to swim my 3rd open water swimming. It's my first time doing it by myself, but there are some lifeguards over there that are on duty, and there's like a few swimming buoys like right there, there, and there. So now I'm gonna show you my little routine of getting ready. This swim buoy, it helps me just in case I need to take a break or if I cramp up or something. It's like for safety. You just tie it around your waist. Forgot to put this on, dang it. If I don't do it, I get really painful red marks. Earplugs. My ears are prone to getting infections, so they help a lot. Next step, of course, is the swimming cap. This one is a little bit small for all the hair I have. And here is some defogger that helps prevent fog. You just squirt some in here, get some water in here, and you put it in between this swimming cap and this neoprene cap so that it's less likely to fall off. I'm gonna put the goggles down and then bring this cap further down. All right, now it's time to get into the water. I'll see you after my workout. Bye. Just got done with a swim and it's time to rinse off and take this wetsuit off. It's cold. Today I swam in really calm waters, and there's this guy with a Iron Man shirt, and towards the end of our conversation the guy was like, it's all mental, and I wholeheartedly agree with that yes, working on my technique and getting out here day after day is really important, and it will help me finish it more efficiently. But really, it is all right here. The strength to just keep going, stroke after stroke, even though it may be hurting in different parts of my body, like my shoulder or my neck where it has chafed. You don't focus on the option to stop. It's already taught me so many life lessons. I just have to keep remembering that, because the mind can be so weak sometimes. The body is so much more capable than what I think I can do. And if I can get past these mental barriers, then the potential is just beyond imagination. So I will keep going after it. I'll see you tomorrow. I just got done with one of my best swims ever. I swam 2 miles. I didn't even focus on speed. I was just focusing on having fun and just the way it feels to glide through the water. I'm just so grateful for the past me that have put in the effort to work on my stroke day after day after day, especially in the early morning swims this past week or so, when I didn't really feel like waking up at 6 a.m. when I'm a night owl. And really, it's those days that you don't want to go that matters the most. And it makes days like these when I choose to swim, because I like the feeling of swimming. It just makes those swims so much better, knowing that I put in the effort to grow, to improve myself incrementally. I am so, I don't want to say proud, but I am proud of how far I've come. Like, I really, my very first swim was only like 20 laps. It's the perseverance that matters for me. Now it's time to load up on some carbs for another morning swim, and I'll see you bright and early at 6-something a.m. Good night. Good morning for La Jolla Cove. Woke up at 6 a.m. for this today. The waves look so calm right now. I'm really excited. Should be a good swim. I'm learning how to sight today, so wish me luck. I just finished with my 4th open water swim, and I learned how to sight, which is pretty cool. I can try to figure out where I'm going while swimming in the ocean now. I didn't practice it much because I have this really bad chafing going on. But yeah, I feel good. I feel good. And I also got more tips on my stroke technique. Now I gotta rush back home to get to work. I have 36 minutes to get ready for work, so I'll see you next time. I was suggested this ointment and some waterproof band-aids to help with this chafing right over here. It's already a lot better because it's been a few days, but swimming in a wetsuit in the open water really got to my skin. It felt like it was burning my skin off, at some points, and I guess I just need to continue finding wetsuits that fit me better and to use different products that will help with that. It's a bummer that I'm not getting as much practice in the open water as I would like, but I'm definitely going to swim more out in San Francisco in the open water. It's good to take a break and rest before I get back to it as well. Recovery is just another big part of the process. So I will recollect myself and get back to it once I'm in San Francisco. We'll see ya. I can't believe it's finally the day I travel to San Francisco. Man, it's been a whirlwind of the past 3 months, and now it's all leading up to this moment in San Francisco, and I'm so close. I have less than a week. It's just exciting. It's really exciting to finally be on the last leg of this part of the journey. So grateful for all the support and the people who I get to share this journey with along the way. All right, I'll see you on the road. As I traveled to San Francisco, I was reminded by another one of my values I followed on this journey: adventure. To break free from routine and discover something new. I became excited for the unknown that waits for me. Alright, I gotta pull out my maps. I'll see you later.
I got some samosas and some biryani, chicken biryani.
Ooh, thank you,
Very
Sissy.
wholesome. Get your carbs for later.
I'm on my way to pick up my wetsuit from Sports Basement, and I'm gonna do a week-long rental, so this will be the wetsuit that I wear for Alcatraz. I'll see you on the road. Look at this place.
Yeah, it's like a little warehouse.
Honestly a shame. It's Chris's loss that he's not here. She's hottie toddy. Okay, that's it, folks. We made it to the marina. It's gonna be my first time jumping in San Francisco's freezing cold water.
Diego.
Yeah, I was so spoiled with San Diego weather. It's chilly. Look at your goosebumps already.
My ears are popping up. I'm gonna get ready.
It's already freezing outside of the water, and I'm about to jump inside the water.
She a little cuckoo, huh?
Oh no, I'm scared. And there's a pretty strong wind,
You'll
so
just go numb for like, it'll be cold, but then you'll just be numb.
I mean, true, but it's like, it was...
No. She's just documenting the journey.
I thought it was gonna be much colder.
I don't know.
How do I get up? Now this is a cold plunge.
How is that?
But it feels good. You did it. Thank you. Feel like you're ready? I'll have to be. Oh, thank you.
Home sweet home. Alright, it's time to eat some Thai food. Take a nice long warm shower because I still have an ice cream headache from that swim. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I love my Trader Joe's. I've never been to Trader Joe's before.
What?
I've never been to Trader Joe's before.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. This girl runs like half marathons like it's nothing.
It's different.
And can't climb some stairs.
It's different.
It's my very first time seeing Alcatraz. Look at it right over there in the distance. Way out there. Hi, sister. I'm actually swimming further than where this location is at, so it'll be like 2 miles from Alcatraz Island down there a bit at St. Francis Yacht. Wait, can you put that away? You really look like Jordan. We're on our way to the Alcatraz Island tour. We're gonna see the prison from up close. I can't believe I'm swimming from that. This boat ride is making the swim seem so much more intimidating. This is solitary confinement at Alcatraz. This little dude's my favorite. Alright, we're making our way to the gardens at Alcatraz Island. All the prisoners kept it when they were here, and they've continued to upkeep. It's super windy. I just wanted to show you the view. So there's the city over there. Zoom in. And Fort Mason is right there. I'm getting dropped off from this island and I'm supposed to sight to Fort Mason before turning right and ending up in St. Francis Yacht. This place is so beautiful. Wow. I highly recommend going on the night tour to Alcatraz Island because you get golden hour and sunset if you decided to stay until a little bit later. Look at that dude just chilling right there. Oh, hello buddy. They're chilling everywhere. Look at all this bird food. It's like every inch is covered. Oh my goodness. We're done. I'm in my hotel room watching videos of people who have done Alcatraz before to inspire me. Oh, it's getting so close. I'm happy.
Barbecue pork. Is that the mushroom one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
I am making my way to St. Francis Yacht Beach, which is where I will finish Alcatraz. And I just really want to see the place so I can visualize it better and envision myself finishing. Yesterday, I kept going back and forth with thinking, oh, this is gonna be fine. This looks just fine, it'll be easy. And then when I got on the boat and looked from Alcatraz Island, I was like, gosh, this is scary. If the conditions aren't favorable and the waves are super strong, it's gonna be a struggle. And I think my top fear is definitely the current. The second would probably be my shoulder, the tendinosis I feel, and being able to finish strong despite it. Third would probably be the wildlife in the sea. And fourth is the cold. I've worked on these fears, but they still get to me. So those towers right over there are one of the sighting points. What I mean by that is as you're swimming in open waters, you want to sight to certain large landmarks in the area so you don't swim too far off coast. And that tower is one of them. Another sighting spot is Fort Mason, which I'm trying to get up to a better view of. One sec. This is a really great view of Fort Mason right there. And Alcatraz is right there. And this is not the end point. The end point is further down. Just looking at it seems so daunting. It just seems so far away. I feel quite some anxiety. Wow, and I just keep walking and walking and walking. But I'm not there yet. I just need to stop thinking about it and just do it. I don't know if this walk and seeing where I'll be is helping or hurting. Well, both. So like, it's helping me visualize where to go, which is good. But it's also making me nervous seeing how long the distance is when I should just be focusing on the present and just getting it done one step at a time, like I have been the last few months. We're almost there. There's St. Francis Yacht. There's Alcatraz Island. I have to swim all of this. There's the San Francisco Bridge, and I end up on this beach right here. It is going to be one heck of a swim. Sometimes I question why I put myself through these things. Oh, it's so far. But I just need to trust. I need to trust that I'll make it. All right, I'm gonna sit here and just think about my life choices and really trying to envision the swim so I can manifest it here soon. So, wish me luck. Perhaps the hardest value to follow for me on this journey is courage. Fear is what limits us. In order to change, there has to be some part of yourself that believes it's possible. And I do that through envisioning. As I sat there, I reminded myself of things I've accomplished that I wasn't sure was possible. But rather than avoiding fear, allowing it to take over, limit me, and hold me back, slowly killing me by distracting me from my full potential, I got familiar with the fear. I desensitized myself to the discomfort of fears by purposely exposing myself to them. I got to know them really well, and I saw them as a part of me and not the whole of me. I worked through the barriers to each one of my fears. To help with my fears of the currents and waves, I learned to breathe on both sides and use breaststroke. To help with my fears of shoulder pain, I've been doing physical therapy and different things to heal it. And with my fear of sea life, well, I can't really control that. And so that's just something I have to accept. And keep in mind that the probability of me meeting some kind of dangerous sea life is very low. And I had to keep reminding myself that it is okay to be a small being in a vast ocean and to be comfortable with the unknowns. The fear of cold slowly became the least of my worries because I started taking cold showers and swimming in colder waters. And so that was the easiest to get desensitized to. Throughout this journey, I had to remind myself of my value of courage. It's okay to be afraid. Welcome it. Get to know it so you know how to confront it, how to embrace it. And know that you can only be brave if you're afraid. It's time to go. An Italian homemade company.
You look so serious.
I'm ready. There's no one driving that car. Oh yeah, that is cold. We're taking a dip. No, just my legs.
How was it?
Felt really good. I still need to work on sighting, but it felt really good.
You look strong out there.
Thank you.
Better than other people, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Day 2 of the same place. Lasagna. What'd you get, Julia?
Pepper deli with meatballs.
Nice. Today is the morning of my swim. It's all that this training has been leading to. And I didn't get that much sleep, but still feel rested for some reason. I'm feeling energized.
And you checked in really quickly.
Okay. I'll see you on the other side.
You got this. Go, go. Woo!
When I first jumped into the water, I was so excited, but panic immediately followed. The waves were very strong, and I was thrashed around. I felt so small and powerless. I thought, how am I going to finish? After the panic, I felt bitter disappointment at myself for using breaststroke, which is a slower stroke, for the way my body felt so tired, for my deteriorating form, and for how weak my mind was, wondering how long can I maintain this for. But I brought my mind back to the present. I told myself, do what you know how to do with where you're at now. I started feeling this warmth from self-compassion that spread it across my body. Other swimmers passed me and I didn't care, and then I remembered all that has brought me here. And I began to feel a bottomless amount of strength and energy. My pains and fears subsided, and I imagined riding the waves like the dolphin I pretended to be when I had first started learning swimming as a little girl. I was no longer being thrashed around by the waves. And I thought, I can't believe I'm doing this. I was drunk with excitement, gratitude for this moment, and drinking more still the present. In the open water, it feels like you're not making much progress. The sighting landmarks seem so far away. Then slowly but surely they come. And then it comes all at once.
Yeah. You made it!
Wow, that was fun. The first 5 minutes was so bad. Like the waves, I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, someone said they had bad asthma in the beginning.
I couldn't breathe. And then I had to do breaststroke for like the longest time because I couldn't breathe. And then finally, like, after like, I don't know how long.
It's a good time. Congratulations. How you feel?
Good.
From Alcatraz.
Thank you. Yeah, so I was doing breaststroke for a while because I couldn't breathe. Like the waves were so strong. Like it's really chilled out close to the sand, but back at the island, and like I just had like this panic because I couldn't breathe. I just like, let's just stick with breaststroke. Don't need to worry about freestyle right now. I just need to survive. Towards like the second mile, it just felt so much better, and I was cruising.
Yeah, the tide's coming, bringing you in.
Yeah, I was cruising, and I was like, I could do this for another mile. But yeah, those first like 5 to 10 minutes.
Some people got washed out really far.
Yeah, they
but
need
no
to be
one has. That one's really far actually. Yeah.
I'm happy. I was like, when I first started, I was like, oh, an hour and a half is gonna be a struggle. But I finished in like an hour. So this marks the end of this chapter of the journey, but it is only the beginning. So happy I took the chance to brave the discomfort and really just work at it, one stroke at a time, just keep swimming.
Life is a winding road, no hotel.
Alright, it's not a workout. Oh, really?
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.